Adeshimamba Ayako Adom Otchere Eja Simpie so ene apawaso edin sembi abetuja ejese eye chama Wontumi aya na adwen se or call for eye national chairman wo fi regional chairman ede akọ eye national chairman dia ene wontu na adwen me na esanse enya de se obe ewini eye akansi no because on sem fata kwa se oye national chairman edema eye MPP amayekun eno enkoda nchia osan ekansem edefa ho ejese eye kwabena eje ejapon enechese ose fata se oye national chairman na se eba ne flag bearer ene ne honko ne badia ontu na dream da esanse enya de se obewi nemum eye national chairman de mujidie se obetumi ewinti a woye campaign chichirenche ede amana ebuse emurem na inkotie eye Paul Adom Otchere anodin semodi to bedwam nibi.
MPP is now going to move into a chairmanship election race. Well, there are some people who are contesting for chairman who have already indicated that they are Kennedy Japan's people, or who people believe they are Kennedy Japan's people. There are others who people believe they are Baumia people. I'm going to take it upon myself, and I'm happy to say it in the company of good friends like you, that I'm going to talk to Kennedy Japan. He's my very good friend, to ask him that he should run for chairman of the party. I think if we can get a situation like that, we are really getting somewhere. Kwabena has been serving the party for long. He's been an unhappy party servant, but he's been very loyal to the party. In 2020, he came for the campaign. He served Dr. Baumia. He's been unhappy. Kennedy Japan's house is one of the few places I can walk in at 2 a.m. and still expect to be seen. The last time I left his home a few weeks ago, it was 2:20 in the morning. So I'm going to take it upon myself, and I'm calling for people to support me. I don't know whether Sky is going to support. But we should get Kennedy Japan to run as chairman for the stability's sake, for combining the history and the future. It's very, very important. You have Mamadou Baumia as presidential candidate. He was the NPP's last presidential candidate, so now he's a true blue NPP person. But Kennedy Japan comes from further away. So it is important to fix somebody like that in the national leadership. I don't know whether I have any views on General Secretary, but I think that for the work that Kodia has done, for the age that he holds, I just think that Kodia should be allowed to go, but I don't know what the party will decide. But in terms of the chairmanship, which is really important for reconciliation, for rebuilding, and Kennedy Japan was part of that 1998 team. So it is very critical that he sits in that position as chairman. I will hope that if he can agree with us, and then Dr. Baumia can use his influence, he should run unopposed as the chairman of the party for the purpose of 2028 election. If after the election MPP wins and he wants to leave the chairmanship,
but there's Afoko and there is
if Kwabena is coming, Afoko won't come.
Really?
Oh no, if Kwabena is coming, Afoko won't come.
How about Jaco?
How do you know that?
I'm guessing because they were all from the same leaf back in the day and they suffered the same, so one of them can be chairman. And I think that Kwabena's chairmanship will receive less resistance from the establishment as opposed to Afoko's chairmanship, on the simple reason that Afoko went to battle in court with the party. Kwabena could have battled in court. He decided he doesn't want to. So, and Kwabena was invited by the party to be part of 2020's campaign. So he holds very good offices with the Akufo-Addo group. He holds excellent offices with the Kufuor group. He had been on Baumia's campaign in 2023, so he had demonstrated loyalty. He is an old, very, very old member of the party. He was there from '92. So if we fix him there as chairman of the party, I think that a lot will flow very nicely under him. Then you come to regional chairmanship. Ashanti is going to be important. I would wish that Chairman Wontumi does not present himself for the chairmanship anymore.
I think he's running for national.
That one too, I'm not sure. But I would wish that Chairman Wontumi, who is a great friend of mine, should not present himself. I think Koka has done enough to become Ashanti regional chairman at this stage. And so, you see, the bickering is on the NDC side. So the MPP, having elected their leader, must reduce that bickering. Fortunately for them, they've elected a leader who is conciliatory, reconciliation. Dr. Baumia is the kind who would like to sit in meetings to decide who should go against who. He's that kind of person. So that works. What the good news for the NDC, the MPP, is that whilst the NDC is going to fight for presidential governments, the most pronounced one being the American one and maybe the Ghana one globally, no party, ruling party, has changed candidate and won the election since 1998. Like since 1988, the last time was 88. How many years ago is that? 40 something odd years. And that was George Bush, number one. He was vice president to Reagan. And then Reagan, they started from 1980. They won 2 terms to 88. And in 88, the vice president George Bush ran the election and he won. And he won against a guy called Dukakis. Since then, no one has changed candidates as a ruling party and won. So we can look at it. Bill Clinton to Al Gore, lost. Even the great Barack Obama to Hillary Clinton, lost. Okay. And in Ghana, we have seen it. Rawlings Mills lost. Akufo-Addo lost. So that can send some hope to the MPP that if the NDC were to win the election, they will be defying one of the major odds of
so you look at internally
governance.
What the MPP can do. How about a party that went into government for 8 years and was voted out? How will they make themselves attractive again to the Ghanaians who sort of lost hope in the MPP?
Well, the Ghanaians lost hope in the MPP, and you can't blame them for it. Every government that ran election, almost every government that ran election in 2023, 2024, after the global crisis, lost. So the MPP took a major hit. A day in politics is a very long time. And so 4 years is an absolutely incredibly long time. A lot can happen in that period. Because President Mahama was defeated with nearly 1 million votes. 4 years later, he was defeated by 500,000 votes. The NDC continues to hold the view that that election was rigged and they didn't lose and they won and all of that within a 4-year period. In 2000, the NDC had taken a major hit. In 2004, Mohamed Mumuni and others had filed the first election petition against the victory of President Kufuor in the 2004 election because Jacob Otchere Lamte, and I think Sky was with me that night. Yeah. Jacob Otchere Lamte, as information minister, announced the results at the castle. It wasn't that simple for Kufuor to deliver the second term, even though 2000 had been quite comfortable. It wasn't simple for Akufo-Addo to deliver the second term, even though 2016 had been comfortable. It was difficult for John Mahama to deliver for NDC the second term in 2012, even though they had won in 2000. We remember the court and all of that. So all is not lost for the MPP in terms of getting attractive. Here we are in 2026. Government has started. Okay, Atuforsen has been praised and even almost getting onto the ballot for the NDC because he's done well. I don't write that home because in 2017 Ken Ofori-Atta was nominated by the World Bank as Africa's finance minister, something. In 2018 the same. So if you are in your first year, and again, you can't find what the NDC is doing, but the macro indicators are good. Assuming you write an equation of the macroeconomic indicators and you put in the $100 a barrel for oil today, if that happens today, does the NDC have something to do to make sure that the petrol price stays at single numbers? I'm not sure they do. So really, that's just a fleeting something. It may continue, it may pass. It's not based on policy, it's not based on anything, it's just a fleeting something. We were told that gold was doing very well for us. Over the last 2 days, arguments on social media that some gold has been sold, half of the gold is sold, and it was used. So it's starting. Fifi Kwete gave a press conference recently, and it has all hell is broken loose. From Monday, after the MPP Congress is over, all of us media people are going to be on that because A+ says that Fifi Kwete is low budget Rawlings, and so those things are going to happen. Now, that makes it even worse because he sits with the NDC, and the NDC is not going to query him in Parliament. They're not going to do that. So if they don't do that, then it means that he's speaking the mind of some important person, and these are the things that are going to happen. So with all of these things, if the MPP is able to focus, as I said, pick from the leaf of 1998, what did Nana Akufo-Addo do? Why did he decide that having lost the election, we should still support Kufuor? And they were able to radicalize Kufuor's campaign. What happened? If they can repeat that, then we have a big fight on our hands. I support in the NDC Johnson Asiedu Nketia. I believe that he's going to be the candidate. And I like the way he's going about it. He's going to be chairman first this year, then he will take up the chairman cloak and become, by the time we say all that about Asiedu Nketia, and Bawumia is focused on his campaign, he gets his running mate ready, it's going to be a big fight in 2028. I'm not surprised at all about Brian Echompo. I'm not, because I followed his campaign. I traveled to Abetifi to sit with him on a Sunday. He asked me to come and sit, and on that Sunday I was there for about 6 hours. I saw him talking to delegates. In each session he spoke to about 1,000 delegates. Buses bring them from far away. They come into the hotel, he addresses them, they go, another group comes, they go, another group comes. Then when he is done, he is now setting off. And he explained to me that he's doing this across the country. So I've always said that, well, we have to wait to see the results, because Brian has done the work. He has pressed flesh. He has done the density of the campaigns everywhere. If that doesn't matter, then we'll know how the delegates are thinking. If, however, that matters, it also indicates how the delegates are thinking. I'm not surprised at all about the showing he's making. What is surprising, though, is that it was always said that if Brian were to make 14 to 15% of the vote, which is, I think, where he's getting, then the election will go into a second round. That's what we were told. I've